Good morning, everybody. It is 7:48 on Thursday morning. It is my spring break. I decided to do a 24-hour reading vlog. I just showed you two of the books that I'm going to be reading. I am going to read also Second Semester by QB Tyler on my Kindle. So I'm going to head downstairs. I did skip my workout today. I've worked out every day this week so far, so decided to take the day off from working out. And all set in my dark romance sweatshirt because I do have a live show tonight with Tori about books 1 and 2 for Fall Men series. And I'm going to read all day. So I'm going to do a 24-hour reading vlog and take you guys along with me. I'm about to go settle down on the couch downstairs. Hopefully one of my pups joins me. And I'm going to read Second Semester first. It is the shortest, so I want to feel the most accomplished. So I'm going to read that first. Then I'll read Sophie Lark, and then I will read the Macaulay Smeltzer. You excited to read with me? Yes. Hi, sweetie. Hi. She's so pretty. The pups change spots. So Miss Lily's here and Miss Darcy's burying her head in the blanket there. She's so cute. It's a very overcast day outside. It's super windy, so it's perfect reading weather. I'm 60% in. Forgot QB Tyler. The series is definitely very steamy and it's a lot of fun. So she gets an internship at her dad's office. She is in her senior year of college and she's gonna go to law school, and instantly has a connection with her dad's best friend, who is definitely a player, womanizer, sleeps around at the office a lot, and he sees her like she's super different than everybody else. They're really into each other, but they're hiding it from her dad. So it's really good. Even though it's short, I feel like the pacing is really good, and I really like their attraction to one another and how they have to keep their hands off each other at the office. And I feel like they're gonna get caught because they're like, oh, we'll tell everybody when you are not an intern anymore, but it's like, okay, that's still 2 months away, so something's gonna happen. Her dad is probably gonna flip out because it's her dad's best friend, and he's already warned his best friend, like the dad has warned him off of his daughter, saying like she's off limits. I know, and he like knows that he's a womanizer. He's like, you're not gonna touch my daughter. So things are probably gonna blow up there, but I really like their attraction to one another and how they... Oh, the light's just like shining on me now that the sun's coming out from the clouds. But as I was saying, he confides in her about his divorce. This is, wow, the sun has just decided to really come out now. Anyways, I mean, I'm gonna finish what I'm saying. So he's in the midst of a divorce. His wife is awful, turning his son against him. She's the one who cheated, but she tells his son he cheated. He doesn't want to ruin his son's reputation with his wife, so he confides in her about that, and he's getting divorced. So I don't know if that's gonna come into play either as a conflict, but this is annoying. Anyways, I will continue reading and talk to you later, and hopefully the sun is not annoying anymore. Is that my puppy? You want your ball? Are you being a silly? Are you being a silly? We are one book done. She came back to my lap because Lily took the spot over there. What are you doing, Miss Lowe? Okay, let's go and get our next book. To address, I do have piles of books in here, but this pile on the left are all young adult books I'm getting rid of that are going to my classroom. This pile on the right, except for the historicals over there, but all the other ones are to donate, so, or give away. So I just need to get rid of those and I'll be happy. Hello from my library. I did already finish one book. It is 10:30 exactly. I finished Second Semester. It was 200 pages. It was super good. I really liked it. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I liked it better than the first book actually, which I think I gave 4. I really liked our heroine Serena and how she was always like the good girl. She wasn't like her sister who was super outgoing and loved by everyone. Serena was more reserved and always followed the rules, and then when she doesn't follow the rules, everyone like freaks out on her because she falls for her dad's best friend. And they had to deal with the fact that Preston, the dad's best friend, has a 16-year-old and she's 21, so there's a little bit of that drama, and I really loved it. I really enjoyed this age gap forbidden romance, office romance, and it did like kind of turn insta love. Like they got together pretty quickly, but it was a short book, so I didn't mind. I just love how QB Tyler writes a good forbidden romance. Definitely super steamy, so if you're in the mood for that, check out the series. I can't wait to read the 3rd book, but now it is time to pick one of my next books out. I think I'm gonna read this one. This one is actually a lot longer. This is over 400 pages, but the text is pretty big on this page. But this one might also be 400 pages. Okay, it is 430 pages, but she uses a lot of spacing. Like she uses an extra like each paragraph has an extra space between, so these read very quickly. So while it is 420 pages, I don't think the word count is actually like what a normal 420 page book is because of the formatting, but I'm gonna read this next. I hope I like it because it is lawyer bodyguard romance. This one's also an age gap romance. Like, this is all I've been in the mood for. Love, love, love the series so much. I have the last one on audio. I listened to book 4 on audio. Absolutely loved it. Love these characters that were introduced. So hopefully I enjoy this one, and then I'll listen to the last one on audio. I might take my dogs on a stroll when my sister's done working out. We might do that, and I have the last of Dating Dr. Dill to listen to, so I'm enjoying this one. Not a 5-star read. It is probably a 4-star read. It's really interesting because I saw a lot of people really hate the hero. I don't mind him too much, but it is a fake dating and they really do fall for each other, but she's determined to find like a respectful love match, and he doesn't believe in love, but like he's like, aren't we gonna make this a thing because I really like you. So it's interesting how he really wants to make it a thing now when he was the one so against love, but they both have to get married. They were a fake dating because she needs to get married for her inheritance from her family, who's only going to give it to her once she's married, to buy her house from her dad because he's moving, because it was her mom's house and she doesn't want to lose it, and he needs investors for his clinic he wants to open, so he needs to be taken seriously because he's on like a reality show. Not really, like he's a doctor, like an advice doctor. That's like what his show is, and something drama happened with her on the air and people don't trust him really much anymore, so he lost some investors, so they both like need, it feels like very historical plot line because they need to get married, they both need money, she needs her inheritance and he needs investments. I feel like that's an exact plot line of a historical romance, but it is contemporary and I am enjoying it. I love how she has aunties who are very meddlesome and wanting to match her up with people, and everybody's like obsessed with her getting married because she's 30, and it's really good. So I'll probably give it 4 stars when I'm done, but I have like an hour and a half left of the audio, but I'm gonna read this physically. We'll see if I stroll my pups, and then I will update you guys when I've read more, and it's only 10:30, so I have the whole day ahead of me. Hello everybody, it is now almost exactly noon. I am 100 pages into Broken Vow, and it is so good. I'm annoyed that I already did my hate to love romance recommendations because this would be absolutely perfect for that. I loved Riona and Raylan when we met them in the previous book, but Raylan gets on Riona's nerves so much. So someone tries to kill her in the beginning of the book. She is a lawyer. She reminds me a lot of Elena from the Anti-Heroes in Love duet by Gianna Darling, because she's very cold, she's very standoffish to people, but she's super determined with her work and she like pushes people away. That's what Rihanna does, and so I really love her character and how just professional she is, and she is very competitive. I just had a scene where they were working out together and she was trying to go faster and longer than him, and she gets really angry at him very easily, and he likes to push her buttons. He went on a date with her, like she had a date with someone and he tagged along, and it was so funny. I've like laughed out loud multiple times reading this. It's just so fun. I love their antics, and I love seeing the family. I feel like we didn't get to see them a lot in book 3. That's why I didn't like book 3. I really do not like. I gave it 2 stars. But this one feels like so family centered because we see a lot of Callum, we see Dante too, and I just love seeing the family in the series. So I'm loving this. It's probably gonna be 5 stars, probably a new favorite in the series, though I loved the Bloody Heart one, which I think is the previous book. I love that one so much. I know I was talking to a couple of friends on Instagram and they don't like book 4, but I just love when a couple falls madly in love and then they're ripped apart and life doesn't let them be together, but then they find out how to be together, and I just really like it. And I like there's a kind of suspense going on in this one, which happened in the previous book too, where someone's trying to kill her and they're trying to figure out who, so they're going around trying to find them, and he's her bodyguard. It's just so good. I'm so excited to read more. I flew through those 100 pages, so I did not actually end up strolling my pups yet because it started raining again, but it should stop raining. It shouldn't rain for the rest of the day, I think, even though it's super overcast and windy, but we'll probably take them at some point. But I'm gonna have some lunch, read some more, and up to you guys. I just love Sophie Lark so much. I was talking to Zay from What He Reads, and she said that this was her first mafia romance, like introduction to it. And I feel like this series is such a good introduction to mafia romance because I feel like it's not like too like dark and disturbing mafia, but you get that sense of family and protectiveness, still some violence and really good romance. So if you have not read Mafia yet, I definitely recommend starting with this series. It's a good introduction to it. So okay, I'm gonna go eat and read more. Are we ready, Miss Lily? Where's Darcy? We're gonna go on a walk? Yeah? Or we're gonna go on a walk? Darcy, come in. Hello. Okay, we'll get ready. Okay, I just went on a walk with my dogs. It is 2:20 now. It's about a 30-minute walk, and I listened to more of Dating Dr. Dill, and it's still really good. There's a lot of family drama in it. It's very entertaining. I will say the hero is just a little annoying, because I don't know if I mentioned in the previous clip, but he is like, I'm never gonna love anybody, and that was slightly annoying about his character, because he doesn't believe in love. He's like, my parents don't love each other, my mom doesn't love anybody, so he's like, love is made up and I don't believe in it, yada yada. So she is falling for him. She knows she loves him, but she's like, I can't love someone who doesn't love me back, and it's all because he doesn't believe in love. So he's one of those kind of heroes, and it's taking until the very end of the book for him to realize he does love her, and he loved someone in the past. So that's how that book's going. But I did get a package in the mail, so I'm gonna open it. I don't know what it is. I think it's off of my wish list though. I think I know who it's from. Oh, okay. I'm really excited. So this one is from... Okay, so this is from Tish from The Book Thief 28. She was on my channel to interview Gianna, and I had so much fun chatting with her, and she actually gifted me Ghost by A. Zaffarelli, which now I'm like, I really want to read this right now. I think this is book 3 in the series. This one is one of my favorite series, one of my favorite mafia series. I loved Crow and Reaper. Super excited for this one. I think he is the one who is he's the computer person. So super excited to read this. Thank you so much to Tish for giving it to me. I cannot wait to read it, and I loved having you on my channel. So if you're not yet following Tish, go follow her. She's on TikTok and Instagram. I loved chatting with her and Gianna. But I'm about 175 pages into Broken Vow, and I don't want to spoil anything, but they are in the country right now, and he's a cowboy, and I was like, why are people obsessed with him for being a cowboy? Because I feel like we haven't seen him like in that element. Like, sure, he wears like jeans and flannel, but like we're seeing him riding a horse right now, literally riding a horse, and it's so much fun. I love everything that's happened in this book so far. It might be one of my favorites of the series. The way that it's going, I am absolutely obsessed, so I can't wait to read more, and I'm having such a good time. I'm like flying through this book because it's so good, and I'm so obsessed with their romance, and he has already kissed her once and she was really angry about it, so I'm really excited. It's just so good, and I wonder like who's trying to kill her. I have no clue, so that's gonna be a fun mystery to unravel, and he definitely is very protective of her. And I love there was a scene where someone was talking bad about her and he just instantly snapped on them, so he's definitely touch when you die. So I'm excited to read more, and I will update you guys when I've read some more. Hi guys, so it is now almost 5:15. I know it's a little while later than I last talked to you, but I had to go out and pick up some dinner for me and my sister. She got a gift card from work for helping out in a different unit, so picked up dinner. It was delicious, and now I'm on the couch, and I just finished Broken Vow. I was really confused though, because I thought this was 430 pages long, but I was like, what else can happen for another 40 pages? It felt like it was all wrapping up, and I was like, I don't know if I'd like it if it went on for another 40 pages. It didn't. It ended at 392 and had an excerpt from the next book. So, and I double checked that it was an excerpt from the beginning of the next book, because it just says like, oh, here's a sneak peek at Sebastian's book, and I didn't know if that was like not included in the next book or something. It was like exclusive content. No, it's like literally the first few chapters of the next book, like all of that. So I finished, and I'm giving it 5 stars. It was so good. I don't know if it's a new favorite in the series or not. I think I liked it better than book 4, and I loved book 4. So this is so good. So good. I loved how she evolved and changed because of Raylan, and they realized that she had misconceptions about certain things, and he had to be careful with how he approached things with her, and it was just so good. I love the aspect that took place in Tennessee. I love the fact that someone was trying to kill her and he was her bodyguard, and they hated each other. Well, she hated him. He didn't hate her, like, ever. So it was so cute. I think they had just amazing chemistry, and I was obsessed with everything that happened in here, and I didn't know, and I like clicked who was trying to get her killed like right when it happened. I was like, oh my gosh, I bet it was this person, and it was, but it wasn't like too obvious, so I liked the fact that I didn't know right away. So this was so good. So good. I am just so happy. I love this series so much. I was really nervous after book 3 because I like hated book 3, and I was like, this is very disappointing. I'm not gonna like the rest of the books, but everybody loves this one. I see why this is a fan favorite. It's absolutely amazing. Super excited. I did bring down my copy of the Macaulay Smelter book. I'm gonna read this next. It is 5 though, and I do my live show today, so we'll see how far I get into that book. I don't know if I'll finish today. I probably won't. Maybe I'll try to stay up late, even though I always fall asleep at like 10:30 anyways. But I just was on Instagram, and Tish, who actually sent me the book that I talked about earlier, her clip from TikTok was on Good Morning America this morning, which is so exciting. It was showing people excited about Bridgerton, and they showed Tish first, and I was just so happy for her and just incredibly excited of what opportunities Bridgerton has brought to people in the book community. And I'm so excited that she was on Good Morning America. I felt so proud, and I'm just so happy for her, and it was just super exciting. So I love that Bridgerton is out, that it's bringing readers together, bringing more attention to historical romance and including that diversity, and it just makes me happy. So I was super excited about that. Just wanted to share a little bit, but I'm gonna read this. Lily's in the mood right now where she's playing with her ball and being crazy. So I have about an hour and a half to read before I'm on my live show with Tori, and then I'll read some more tonight. So hopefully I enjoy this. I'm very, very excited. It's my first book by this author, and I think I said, I don't even know if I mentioned it. I might have just mentioned it in my TBR, but I'm pretty sure Madison from Princess of Paperback has read this already and really enjoyed it. So I have high hopes. It's an age gap, neighbor romance. Should be good. Hello everybody, I am in my library obviously, and I'm getting ready for my live show with Tori, and I've been reading more of this. I'm enjoying it, but it feels very young adult right now. She's 18, she's dating her boyfriend who's 18. They've been together for 2 years, and her boyfriend's going off to college and she's not, and he's mad she won't move in with him, and she's living at home, but she's falling for her neighbor who's 30. He's turning 31. He has a 6-year-old. He's very, very grumpy. I really love Thayer a lot. He is the neighbor, and I'm hoping things progress more with their relationship and she doesn't feel as YA, because like they go to a party, they hang out with friends. So I want it to like more focus on her relationship with him and not things that 18-year-olds do. So I'm enjoying it though so far, though the first chapter is literally about her father dying and how she's glad about it because he was abusive. So definitely a very impactful first chapter, and people say this is gonna make me cry. So I'm a little nervous. It is book 1 a duet, which I didn't even realize. I should have realized because I remember seeing the cover of book 2 around, because it's like this but turquoise. So I'm glad I'm reading this now though, because it comes out on the 6th. So it's coming out next week. I don't have to wait too long anyways, but I'm worried it's gonna be a cliffhanger. I'm definitely concerned about what's sad about this. I don't know what could happen, but he does have a very tumultuous relationship with his ex-wife. She won't come clean to him about her past. She doesn't want to talk about it, but she has nightmares about it. And I like their like moments together, like super early in the morning when she can't sleep and he can't sleep, and she goes on her run and they see each other. She bought him sunglasses and he bought her pepper spray, and they just kind of like dance around each other right now. It's very early stages, but I'm over 100 pages in now. I'm flying through this. I'm enjoying it. So definitely want to check out more from Macaulay Smelter, but I'm excited to finish this and hopefully read the next book. But yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for my live show and talk to you guys when I've read more of this, probably around like 9, because it's like 6:45 right now. So I'm gonna have my live show, read some more for about an hour, and then hopefully finish this today, but we'll see. I won't update you guys at like midnight. I don't want to stay up till midnight, but I will let you guys know how far I get. Hi guys, I am in bed. It is 9:20 now. I had my live show with Tori for like an hour and 20 minutes. So we finished around like 8:20, 8:25 and chatted for a while. So the live show was so much fun. We talked about books 1 and 2 in the Fallen Men series. I love Tori so much. She's one of my really close friends here on BookTube. So we just spent a long time afterwards just chatting about everything. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I love talking to her, and I can't wait for our next live show. I just love talking about one of my favorite series too. So it was fun seeing everybody in the comments. So thank you if you were there chatting about the Fallen Men series, which is one of my favorite series. But now it's 9:20, so I need to read more of this. At the beginning of the live show, we were talking about what we were currently reading, and I talked about this, and people said it's really sad. So I know McKay just finished it, and she said it was sad. But I'm nervous but excited. So I think I'll read about like an hour before I update you guys again, before I wash my face, brush my teeth, and get into bed. So hopefully I read a lot more. So I'll probably like set an alarm or something for a straight hour of reading until I update you guys again to let you know how it's going. And then I'll probably do one more update tomorrow of how the day went. So it's been a really successful day of reading though. 2 5-star reads already. I don't know what this is going to be, but we shall see. And I don't know if I'll finish it by the next time I talk to you. Well, by tomorrow, but like I said, we'll see. So I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, I am on page 230. So I'm halfway through this book and I'm really, really enjoying it. Things are definitely heating up. There is cheating in here, so please do know that. Do I need to even show this book again? I'll hold it up. The cover is just so pretty. I'm obsessed. But I feel like their relationship has really been progressing really well, and I feel that connection between them and that passion between them. She still has a boyfriend. So know that going in. She does have a lot of trauma in her past though that she is opening up to Thayer about. So I don't know if she's going to end up talking more about it, but it is really not good. She was abused by her father in many ways. So know that that's a big part of this book, and I feel like something else is going to happen. I don't want to spoil anything, but they're dropping hints that there's another person in here that might be dealing with things that are not going to be happy. So I'm concerned that may be the reason why people cry in this book. I don't want it to be, but it might be. But I love Thayer so much, and he's just like, I want to see you happy. You are my woman. I want you. I want to make you happy. I will do anything for you. I love that about his character so much. His son's super cute too. I really love his son's relationship with her, and I'm just really enjoying it so far. Sorry, I'm talking a little quiet. My sister's sleeping, and I don't know, she's downstairs, but I don't want to be too loud. I'm definitely going to read some more. I'm going to go wash my face. Hopefully read like 100 pages more, and then I'll have 100 pages left because I need to know what else happens. I'm loving this now. Like I said, the beginning felt kind of juvenile and she just felt very young, but now their chemistry is building so much and I'm so into this story and I need to know what happens next. I'm nervous. Like, this is a duet. What's going to happen at the end? There's not going to be an HEA at the end of this book because it's duet, right? So what's going to hold them apart? I don't know. I'm nervous. We'll see. I've had so much fun reading today. I've read so many good books so far, and I'm gonna talk to you guys one more time tomorrow, hopefully with really good things to say about this. It's so good. So I picked some really good books for today, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello everybody. It is the next morning. It is 11. I had just some sewing to do this morning and then I finished this. So I got to around where I wanted to be. I got to around 270 pages yesterday, 280, and then I read the last 140 this morning. This book is very bingeable. Like, I flew through it. I was reading it so fast, and I do want to preface by saying I was spoiled. I spoiled myself. So it was at that point where I was like, oh, like I'm on page 200, like how many pages is in here? So it's 420, and then I, like, not meaning to, I started scanning the page, and I don't know, I used to do that. I used to do it all the time. When I was in high school, I would like to get a book, I would open to the last page, and I would look and see who the couple was. So I knew immediately who I was supposed to look out for. Sure, I should have read the back of the book, I don't know why. And I always read it to make sure they got together. So I was the person in high school where every young adult romance book I got, I would go to the last page, read the last page, make sure the couple was together, and see who the couple was. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe I just like got flashbacks to that, and I was like, oh, it's the last page, let me skim through it. And so I already knew something. It doesn't say exactly what happened on the last page, but then I went like this, and a line, I wasn't even meaning to, I was just like going like this to get to the page I was on, and this line, I was like, oh. So, like, I spoiled myself, but I was being dumb in how I spoiled myself, because I was just like not meaning to, but like actively looking. So I knew the spoiler of what was going to happen, so I didn't cry. I knew what was going to happen. It was sad. I've seen a few reviews like angry at the end, and I get that. I do feel like what happened was used as a plot device to break them up, because obviously this is a duet. They are gonna have a third act breakup. They do, and we're gonna have to go to the next book. And like, I feel like though, like things got so messy, and I'm trying to think of myself as a reader. I love messy romances. Characters are not perfect. She chooses some things that are annoying. He does things to push her away. And I'm just like, this is a nice, fun, messy time. And like, I don't want to say fun because something actually really serious and traumatizing happens in this book before and during the book. And so it is a very serious book. Like, do not let the cover fool you. The first chapter, like I said, was her saying her dad died, but she wasn't sad because he was abusive. She has to delve into that trauma, open up to our hero about that trauma, and then something that completely shatters the hero's life happens. So this is a very serious book. But the heroine has a boyfriend throughout the whole thing. She does cheat on her boyfriend. She does some things that's very messy that she shouldn't, but you have to remember she's 18/19. She is trying to deal with a lot of things and doing it how she feels like she can. So they're gonna make messy decisions. He makes a messy decision at the end. Now we have a plot twist thrown in there, and so I am definitely intrigued by book 2. I wouldn't say this is a 5-star read. I do think the beginning was really slow. Like I had said, it felt very new adult high school, then I didn't really care, but then I was like obsessed with their romance halfway through, and then she threw us through the ringer at the end. So I would say it's a more like 4.5 star. I really enjoyed reading this book, but I do see its flaws. There were some things like the writing I'm still trying to get used to. This is my first by the author, and I feel like there were a lot of things that were kind of just like plopped in and not developed very fully, but like just like random statements here or there, and I'm like, oh, okay. And like I feel like the mom's plot wasn't really developed all that well. So there are like some things writing wise that I have to get used to with this author. I'm interested to see how her other books are, if she has that kind of same style, but I think this was still very entertaining. If you like very messy romances, you're gonna want to read this. I know McKay loved it, I know Madison loved it. Tons of people on Instagram have messaged me that they absolutely loved it, so yeah. Probably 4.5 stars. I just want to come on here and tell all my full thoughts of this since I did read most of it yesterday, but that was my 24-hour reading vlog. I finished 4 things, though I started 3, and 2 of them were automatic 5 stars. One was a 4-star, one was a 4.5 star. So this was such a successful reading day. I have felt so accomplished getting 4 books done, and I started a Kate Bateman novella today that's a historical romance. I'll show it to you here. They go to Egypt, and our heroine is a cartographer, so she's trying to make maps, and our hero is bribed by his aunt to go bring her back because she is like too delicate and dangerous to be over there, and they already have a past and hate each other, so he goes to track her down in Egypt, and then there's bad guys. Very Mummy-esque. I read half of it on my run this morning because I went 4 miles today. It is so good. I've just been on a streak of reading such good books, like 4 5-star books, and I am loving my life right now reading wise, so I'm just in a fantastic reading mood. Glad I got to record some of it for you guys. So that's all I have though. Let me know if you read any of these books that I talked about and what your thoughts were. I would love to hear, and I will probably not do another 24-hour reading vlog until the summer when I'm off work and can do that. I'm on spring break right now, that's why I could do a 24-hour reading vlog, but that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.